Hello, welcome to KitPlusTV Weekly News Roundup supported by MediaProxy. The news this week follows a very successful 2 days of live content from the IABM's BAM Live platform last week. And if you missed the virtual event, you can catch up with all the recordings on the IABM website.
Here's a statement for you. Increased pressure to deliver broadcast content across various linear and on-demand platforms requires a versatile monitoring solution. So before we get stuck into the news, let's head over to Raj.
Hi, this week's question is all about SCTE detection and monitoring. Are you confident that your digital program insertion triggers are being inserted correctly?
Short and to the point, that's what we like. Thank you, Raj, and we'll be back later in the show to find out more. Now, Panasonic has announced new firmware updates for its Lumix S-Series full-frame mirrorless cameras and its Micro Four Thirds box-style mirrorless camera, the DC BGH1, to further enhance functions, performance and usability. The most noticeable updates for the BGH1 are IP streaming and raw video data output over HDMI function with Ateme ProRes RAW.
LiveU has acquired long-standing channel partner in the UK market, Garland Partners. LiveU has been working successfully in the UK for over 12 years together with Garland, serving the top global broadcasters, sports organisations, production companies and online media. The two companies are now joining forces officially after their long-running, close and successful partnership.
Clearcom have deployed their LQ series of IP interfaces and Agent IC mobile app as a standalone mobile intercom solution on set. Let's go over to Justin now to find out more about that.
Hey, Justin MG from Clearcom. You know, despite all the requirements to stay home and be safe, the show must and has gone on. You know, as shown here on KITPLUS, production companies from around the world have pivoted to producing live content from anywhere, including the comfort of their own living room. Clearcom's Agent IC has become a pivotal piece of that success. Whether it be for a last-minute production with a big-name rapper, or the New Year's Eve ball drop in New York City, we have seen countless customers make the jump to Clearcom for our full line of IP communications like Agent IC, and it is all due to the ease of use, low latency, and high audio quality. The communication system used for the Post Malone event was actually hosted in Alameda, California, and we then had audio trunks connected over the internet to the staff and talent in Salt Lake City. From there, we used Agent IC for the remote production staff as they worked in their living rooms. You can learn more about this workflow and other ways to communicate with your team by visiting our website at clearcom.com.
Thanks, Justin, and yes, do check out those links to learn more.
Zixi have announced an integration and partnership with Evrideo, whose cloud-based broadcast platform enables any content owner to manage linear TV channels and distribute them over IP to any pay TV and OTT platform.
And there are new features for Diguise XR software. The recent upgrade will further enhance its integration of Unreal Engine and address the continued demand for immersive content across extended reality and virtual production.
Just how do we think of viewers? How can broadcasters and content providers use statistics and analytics to enrich the viewer experience and engage further? Let's go over to the man with all of the answers, MrMXF, to find out how.
Holistic video analytics? Well, holistic, according to the Cambridge English Dictionary, means dealing with the whole of something or someone and not just a part of it. Well, that sounds awesome. So I got in touch with the company Nice People at Work, and it turns out that they really are nice people. Not only that, but they've done a project with encoding specialists Ateme to do analytics in the OTT space so that you can give your customers the best viewing experience. For example, don't phone up the viewer and try to upsell a subscription package if they're in the middle of an outage. Or you might want to optimize the navigation system because they only ever use voice commands and only ever use voice commands to watch baking shows. Now, many businesses might treat a viewer as a support case or a viewing statistic or a revenue number or a growth segment or a churn risk. But the viewer thinks of themselves as one complete holistic human entity, and it's good for your business if you think of them that way too. Now, I love the idea of holistic analytics, and it seems those nice people at work are generating happy people at home. Keep up the good work, folks.
They sound like very nice people indeed. Thanks, Mr. MXF. And just to follow on from that, more news from Ateme, who's just integrated the second generation AVS2, that's the audio video standard, into its Titan range of products.
And the company behind cloud native video editing platform Blackbird has launched a carbon awareness study titled Video Shouldn't Cost the Earth, developed in collaboration with environmental management consultancy Green Element. The study highlights the impact the video industry has on the environment and outlines key areas where companies can take greater strides towards meeting sustainability goals. There was a very insightful and frank discussion during BAM Live last week between Blackbird CEO Ian McDonough and Peter White, the CEO of the IBM. It's well worth a watch.
Black Box, the guys that make IT connectivity solutions, have announced 2 new products. Let's head over to John to find out what's been going on.
Hello, my name is John Hickey and I'm Senior Director for R&D and KVM Systems in Black Box. I'm excited here today to talk to you about the latest addition to the Emerald family, Emerald PE. Our Emerald family is a high-performance KVM over IP solution designed for demanding applications in broadcasting and air traffic control to industrial applications. The Emerald PE is the mid-range of our family. At the top end, we have the Emerald 4K that supports 4K video or UHD video. At the lower end, we have Emerald SE that supports single head and dual head HD video. The Emerald PE takes the same high reliability aspects of the Emerald 4K in terms of redundant network connections so that you can connect to 2 network switches to keep reliability against any network failure. The PE actually has the 2 network ports. It also supports power over Ethernet, so you can have a use case where you can power from the network port rather than having more devices in your cabinet to wire an external power supply to the devices. And finally, it supports full interoperability with the Emerald SE, the Zero U and the Emerald 4K devices, and is centrally managed by our Boxilla management platform. If you want to learn more about the Emerald PE, go to blackbox.com/emerald.
Excellent rundown. Thanks, John. And if you want to learn more, and you know where to go. Telemedicine workflows that incorporate live video have taken on dramatically greater importance for surgical education during this COVID-19 pandemic. Doctors needed to reduce non-essential personnel in operating rooms and needing a way to continue its mission of improving training for ophthalmology students in underserved geographic regions. Not-for-profit organisation Advanced Centre for Eyecare Global, that's ACE Global, is using the USB Capture HDMI 4K+ capture device from Magewell. This is delivering live video of surgical procedures around the globe.
CTERA, the edge-to-cloud file services provider, has introduced a new remote work suite for its global file system, featuring a small form-factor edge filer and a new lightweight file access agent. This enables enterprise to securely extend land speed access to corporate file shares for small regional teams and data-intensive home users, while preserving consistent folder structures, permissions, and access control.
Can we ask Mr. MXF to maybe do a text-plain on edge computing and associated technologies, please?
I think so.
Next week would be good. Diversification and innovation during 2020 was a must for many companies, but going from top-end TV and movie lighting to air purification seems like a bit of a long shot. Let's go and find out what's been going on there.
Hi, I'm Roy McDonald from BriteShot, and in case you don't know what BriteShot is, we invented a light for TV and movies, and we've done everything from Steven Spielberg films all the way down to Nickelodeon shows for kids. But last March, we were shut down. Nobody was doing any production, so we switched our focus to make an air purifier for inside of your environment. This is what we call the air affair. Now, the air goes through this filter right here, and then it enters a chamber where there's a UVC light and also a cold plasma unit. And then it goes through a thicker filter, which is a MERV 13 or a HEPA 12. Then it gets ionized and comes out of here pure as the day is long. Shut the doors, shut the windows, don't open it up. Just bring this in, close it off, and turn it on. And listen how quiet it is.
Well, there you go. You didn't expect an air purifier on KitPlusTV, did you?
Cable Club, one of the largest cable operators in Peru, is launching an OTT offering featuring Android TV set-top boxes, mobile apps for live video streaming, and catch-up TV content, all powered by the VIA Access Orca TV as a Service, cloud-based TV platform and DRM solutions. Using VIO's end-to-end, fully managed and cloud-based TV service solution and powerful DRM agents, Cable Club can rapidly introduce its new TV service to the market.
International esports and gaming solutions provider Gfinity has deployed Grass Valley's cloud-based SaaS platform GVAMP to support multi-day live esports broadcasts. London-based Gfinity is using the technology to handle production and delivery entirely in the cloud for one of its virtual professional motorsport series. This is distributed for live broadcast on both OTT and linear channels around the world. The project was turned around with GVAMP in place and on air within weeks, thanks to the simple deployment of this SaaS platform.
Spark New Zealand, the country's largest digital service provider, will tap the Switch's cloud-based production as a service offering Mimic as part of a multi-layered solution to deliver live sports feeds from Formula One, English Premier League and New Zealand cricket to Spark Sports subscribers. The deal marries the Switch's IP infrastructure, its live sports expertise and its unique cloud-based production service offering.
Right, let's head back over to Raj, where at the start of the show we were talking about SCTE monitoring and detection, and he asked, are you confident that your digital programming insertion triggers are being inserted correctly?
SCTE triggers are becoming more and more important and widely used across traditional broadcast and OTT. With this comes the requirement to ensure that they are being inserted and also travel through the transmission chain correctly. MediaProxy has advanced DPI detection and real-time monitoring and matching of triggers, scaling from second screen events to SCTE 104 to SCTE 35 being monitored and matched from uncompressed IP playout to compressed transmissions.
Thanks, Raj, and of course head over to MediaProxy.com for more information.
And finally in the news, MSC has done it again with another smart mounting solution to add to their Gobo plate line, this time using Matthew's 5/8 baby pin. Like their other Gobo plates, the Gobo plate baby pin is a rock-solid machined hardware solution. It's designed to save time, energy when mounting 2.5-inch grip heads to an endless variety of equipment and set architecture. You can watch the full video that's playing behind us by searching Gobo on the KITPLUS website, and you'll see the news item.
And finally, following popular demand, we are now rolling out the KitPlusTV podcast so you can catch up on the shows on the move. It's currently available if you search KitPlus on Spotify, and we'll be rolling it out to all the other podcast directories as soon as we can get it approved.
And that's it for this week. Thanks to our contributors, the ongoing support for MediaProxy, and of course to you for watching. We'll see you next time.